In the glittering courts of the Persian Empire, beneath gold-lined ceilings and marble pillars, a young Jewish woman lived with a secret. Her Hebrew name was Hadassah. The empire knew her as Esther. She had been taken into the palace of Xerxes I, also called Ahasuerus, ruler of an empire stretching from India to Cush. After Queen Vashti was removed, Esther, an orphan raised by her cousin Mordecai, was chosen as the new queen, but she had not revealed her Jewish identity. Beyond the palace gates, danger was rising. A powerful official named Haman burned with anger when Mordecai refused to bow to him. Pride turned to vengeance. Vengeance turned into genocide. Haman manipulated the king into signing a decree on a set day. All Jews throughout the empire were to be destroyed. A single law. An entire people sentenced to death. When Mordecai learned of the decree, he sent word to Esther, "Do not think that because you are in the king's house you alone will escape. And who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this." The words echoed in her heart. To approach the king without being summoned was punishable by death unless he extended his golden scepter. Esther stood at a crossroads, remained silent, and lived comfortably for a moment. Or speak and risk everything. She chose courage. "Go," she told Mordecai, "gather all the Jews. Fast for me. I and my attendants will fast as you do. When this is done, I will go to the king, even though it is against the law. And if I perish, I perish." After days of fasting, Esther entered the throne room. The king looked up, a pause, a breath, then the golden scepter extended. She lived with wisdom and patience. She invited the king and Haman to 2 banquets. At the second, she revealed her identity and exposed Haman's plot. "If I have found favor," she said, "grant me my life and spare my people." The king's anger flared against Haman. The decree was overturned. The Jewish people were saved. A young woman, once an orphan in exile, had changed the course of history. The book of Esther is striking because God's name is never mentioned directly, yet his presence is woven through every detail. That subtlety makes this story especially powerful for our time. Influence from unexpected places. Esther did not begin with power. She was a minority, an orphan, an exile, yet she was positioned for influence. Today, many people feel small within vast systems, governments, corporations, social structures. Esther reminds us, position is opportunity. You may be where you are for such a time as this. Courage to speak up. Silence would have been safer, but safety is not always righteousness. In modern life, speaking up might mean defending someone being mistreated, addressing injustice at work, or standing for truth when it is unpopular. Courage often comes with risk. Preparation before action. Esther fasted before she acted. She sought clarity before confrontation. In our fast-paced world, we rush into reaction. Esther teaches the power of pause reflection before response. Wisdom strengthens bravery. 4. Identity matters. Esther initially concealed her heritage. Eventually, revealing her identity became the key to deliverance. In today's world, many wrestle with hiding parts of themselves to fit in faith, culture, convictions. Esther's story encourages authenticity when it matters most. Leadership through wisdom, not force. Esther did not storm the throne with demands. She used strategy, patience, and timing. Modern leadership often glorifies loudness. Esther shows the strength of discernment and grace.